Hello everyone, this is Caleb Simpson here from ZeldaDungeon.net, and you are watching our video boss guide for The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. This is the boss chamber of the 6th dungeon of the game, the Temple of Time. As you enter the room, Link will look around suspiciously, and you'll see that there are 4 lights that are shining down from the ceiling. One of them gets blackened out, causing Link to glance upward. The screen then moves up to see the giant spider boss with its single giant eye, which is obviously the weak point, the Twilight Arachnid, Armogohma. As the battle begins, Armogohma will scurry along the ceiling, so you want to get the hero's bow ready and use Z to strafe around. You want to follow it, and once it stops next to one of the patches of light, it'll open up its big eye and focus the energy into a flaming beam, which it will zap you with. You want to shoot the eye quickly before it has a chance to do this, sending it crashing to the floor. You want to quickly Z-target the statue that is next to it and use the Dominion Rod to take control of it. Swing the Dominion Rod again to pound Armogohma with the statue. Talk about ouchies. At this point, you'd think it would start coming after Link directly, considering it's so huge, but no. It goes back up to the ceiling again. This entire battle is very reminiscent of the first boss of Ocarina of Time, Gohma, which has very nearly identical moves to this, including this next attack. Armogohma goes to the center of the ceiling and will spit out a ton of gooey eggs from her behind. Lovely. Once you regain control, you want to kill all the eggs as soon as possible. If you're quick, you can actually kill several of them before they hatch. After that, you want to tackle the remaining Gohma larvae, and my vote for the best method, since this is a big area, is to attack them in wolf form. Z-target them and press A to perform the dash attack, which will make you lunge forward and end up being behind a lot of the remaining spiders. This means that they will run away from you, making this awkward for them to come after you. Once you've killed them all, you want to quickly take out the hero's bow and repeat this familiar process of following Armogohma around. Remember that it's one of the 4 lights that she's heading to, so aim towards whichever one you think she's likely heading for, then shoot her again, Z-target the statue, and use the Dominion Rod twice, and bam. As I said earlier, this battle is very similar to the Queen Gohma battle from Ocarina of Time, and the main difference is that Armogohma can shoot you from the ceiling instead of attacking you directly with her body. Now, as usual, she will go back and forth between trying to fry you and spitting out eggs. If you position yourself in the center of the room, you can actually take out a ton of them before they have a chance to hatch. In this example, I'm going to use Midna's charge attack to take out a whole bunch of them at once. Unfortunately, as soon as you are done using Midna's charge attack, you'll most likely be, stunned for just a split second. You won't be dashing around invincible, and then they will start walking into you, so this makes it a little bit awkward. Now, when you're surrounded like this, I suggest using wolf form and using dash attacks, because that seems to work the best, in my opinion. Now, as I'm transforming, you can see in the background that the light that is usually in front of the statue is missing. This means that Armogohma is in that place on the ceiling. Watch out for these clues and use them to your advantage. If she begins to shoot fire at you, you can always use your Hylian shield as well to block it. Once you've knocked her down and smashed her for a 3rd and final time, Armogohma will turn all dark like all the previous bosses and explode. Wahahaha. I think weird is the only real word to describe this, considering the music. This boss seems serious enough, so it's a little strange that it has such a goofy ending. Oh well, it's kind of fun. Play around if you like, and as I was attempting to show, you can latch onto the eye using the claw shot in order to bring it over to you, so that's kind of cool. But I kept missing though, which is lame, so take this opportunity to chase it down using your various items, such as the spinner or the ball and chain and such. Just have fun with it. When you're done playing around, just simply finish it off with the hero's bow, and after 3 shots, it'll screech and flatten out. What a way for an eye to go, huh? I sure would hate to be flattened. The remaining pieces will then burst into black speckles, which will reform into the shard of the Mirror of Twilight, which slowly floats down into Link's hands, just like all the other shards and the few shadow that we've gotten before. Midna will then appear and mention that we now have 3 of the 4 mirror shards, and she will then take it away from us, which is good because, if the shards touch normal people, then it can do funny things to them, like possess them and stuff, and kind of like how Linneo told us that it would do that if we misused it or whatnot. Anyway, she goes on to say that even though Armogohma was pretty evil and nasty and such, it's just a glimpse of the evil power that the Mirror of Twilight possesses. So she sure knows how to lighten the mood, huh? With that, she'll then make a portal that'll lead out of the area and remind you to go after the final shard, which is located in the sky. So we're gonna have to figure out how the heck we're supposed to get there. What is that supposed to mean anyways? It's kind of vague. So once you regain control, you want to turn around and go pick up the heart container that was left behind by the boss. Now if you forgot about it, don't worry, because you can easily enter the Temple of Time again and journey back to this chamber in order to retrieve it. So when you're all done here, you want to go ahead and enter the portal with Midna to warp on back to the entrance. That concludes this video, guys, and it also concludes this chapter. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys back at the Pedestal of Time.